Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about the Human Torch. He's actually probably like my favorite character in this game now actually. I feel like at first everybody was trying him out, but I feel like he's kind of fallen off. I've seen him a few times, but he's kind of a little bit lacking. Like you don't see him as much in your games now. Usually, like for me personally, I'll see him on the enemy team a lot, but I usually get the pickup. So before I was having to race other people to actually be able to play him. But I think he was destroyed by Storm and Star-Lord and Iron Man. First I was just going to say Storm and Star-Lord, but I feel like Iron Man kind of plays a role into that too. People don't want to play flying characters because they have to deal with the people on the ground and in the air. What's the issue is, for me personally, is dealing with Star-Lord. Do I want to deal with Star-Lord in the game? Usually no, but I'll try and find a way to, if they have one, deal with them. It's just kind of like, he's an issue because he instantly kills you. There's no, you can't really, he can sneak up on you, all of a sudden he's in there, and then he does enough damage to either get you so low that you're just going to get instantly hit by someone else and die, or he just hits you as he's going back down to the ground. And either way, you just got messed up by a Star-Lord who took 2 seconds to end up getting you. So, not only that, his ult with Storm is great, but I feel like most of the people in the game don't actually know about the use. Because every time I see a Human Torch, I don't get no like pings or nothing. I don't see him next to me. All I see is him on the other side of the map, and when he's on the other side of the map I can't really do much. Like if I'm trying to play Storm and get the ult with him, I can't really do much about that. He has to come over to where I am, or I have to go over to where he is, and if I go over where I am or where he is, I'm usually on objective. So usually I see like Human Torches, they're trying to fight people outside of objective. They're trying to, stay into other areas. And it's like, that is very much the wrong way to play him. You should always be on objective. It should be like fire raining down from the sky. You should always be on objective, making sure that you keep the enemies off of it. His whole objective is to keep the enemies off of their objective. So, with that in mind, let's talk about how many enemies can play a person who can fly. At most, the 3 people who can stay in the air for like a decent amount of time and do a good amount of damage. I would count Storm, Iron Man, Human Torch, and Star-Lord.
Poor kid.
It's a little bit more than 3, but usually I count it as the big 3 with Human Torch, Iron Man, and Storm. But now I'm counting Star-Lord because every time I play Human Torch, all of a sudden I see a Star-Lord sneak up and I'm basically dead before I can even try and fight him. So, but I've seen half of the team be flying characters. I'm the only one up in the air. Either I switch to a ground character, I'm going to get destroyed because I'm going to be looking up the whole time and not being able to kill all 4 of them. Or I stay up in the air, try and fight them and try and help ward them off of my team and still get destroyed. My stats are going to look terrible. My team's I'm going to end up dying early, and my team's probably going to get screwed. There is no real way to counter flyers in this game. And it kind of shows a little bit more with the Human Torch. You could aim up at them, but if you have at all bad aim, I guess I would call it. If your aim's not great, you're probably gonna miss them a few times, and you're probably gonna end up losing because they just have the high ground advantage. It's gonna be much harder to hit while they're moving through the air. Especially like Iron Man, because he has his movement ability and he moves so fast and instantly changes like his stance. So it's a lot harder to hit him. Stuff like that. Flyers are the most OP thing in this game at this point. Y'all want to talk about healers and maybe like tanks, like running like a several healer team. But when you look at the combination of Storm and Human Torch, I'm sure they're not on the ground, and sure they're a little bit weak when they come close to the ground trying to help on objective. But when you have that ult, if you can buddy up the ult, you can easily wipe out the whole team off objective. If you're at a choke point where you either win or lose the game, a duo of Human Torch and Storm wreaks havoc in that area. They are like the perfect duo. If you run 2-2-2, your two supports can be, I mean, I guess really whatever, probably like Adam Warlock and Mantis or something. Your two tanks would be, the Thing would probably be really good, or I would say a Doctor Strange, just to keep a little bit of attention on the ground. If you run Doctor Strange, the Thing will help, you know, defend close up Doctor Strange. And then you have Storm, Human Torch, and let's say a Mantis and an Adam Warlock. I think that combination of having the choke point capability with having the ground covered, being able to cover the cart pretty well between the two of them, and you have two healers that are really well like rounded. Mantis can help inspire and also sleep anybody who's on objective, so that they're not, you know, fighting back. That team comp is ultimately, I think that could win a lot of ranked games. But ultimately, I think Human Torch is a solid character. I just have a lot of issues with people in the air already. And I think it will be more, you'll be able to see it more as time goes on. As we get more flyers, because of how many different flyers, we're probably going to get Falcon at some point, I would imagine, since he's becoming such a big part of the MCU, and it's following a different story. But generally, games like this like to stay somewhat similar. That's probably why we got the Fantastic Four this season, and with the kind of turned up of the Fantastic Four movie that's coming out soon, from what I understand, it's kind of, they're linking it up in a sense. But his abilities are fun to use. It's whenever you're the Human Torch, you're a bright burning light in the sky. It's tough not to get seen, you know, with like Storm and them, you have stuff on the ground. You're like in the sky and everybody knows like where you're at. So like when you're getting targeted by people and whatnot, it just makes Human Torch a lot harder to play. I can't play the Human Torch if I have 4 people on the ground looking up at the sky and my team can't take advantage of them not even paying attention. Which does happen most of the time. I'm playing the new Dracula map, and it is like perfect for flyers because of how open the sky is. But yet for some reason, my whole team, when I have all of these people looking at me in the sky trying to take me out, my whole team is just staring at them. Not only that, another issue I have is when you're in the sky fighting people, and oh, I see this all the time. I wish I had a clip of one of my games. All of a sudden I'm looking and I see I'm fighting another Human Torch. All of a sudden I see, whoop, Sue Storm gave him a heal. Oh, Sue Storm gave him a shield. What am I meant to do, random? Like, I look down, I'm like, where's my healer at? I can't find them nowhere. They're not on objective. Of course, because I'm still on objective, trying to help out. I look down. Oh, my healer's gone. Check the thing. My healer's alive, but she's hanging out with Dracula in this castle or something. I don't know. I don't know where the hell they go. They just disappear every single time. But yeah. I don't really know what this video is. I just had to make a little rant. But Human Torch is a fire character. I had to make one pun before the video ends. Fire character. I just wish that there wasn't so many sky characters in this game, in a sense. So please like and subscribe.